What's good? It's your boy CJ Goodfella back with the boxing clinic. You know, been a while since I dropped a video today. Before that Matisse and Chiron breakdown, but we back. It's the boxing clinic and more, and we here with some more boxing talk. Don't forget for the Matisse thing, I put the direct link to the podcast channel. Subscribe there as well. I put the link in here as well. Subscribe to the podcast so you can listen to it on the go and don't have to be on YouTube. But Mikey Garcia, shout out to Boxing News 24. Without them, I wouldn't even know. I linked the article in the description. And ES News, Ellie Setback a couple weeks ago, well, a week or two ago, they was in the gym going live, and somebody asked what Mikey Garcia current weight was. Several weeks, out before the Lipinets fight, and he weighed 170. Now, we talked about Terrence Crawford potentially being a weight bully, but my motto is if you can make the weight, there's no debate. And a lot of people laugh and say, man, this dude too small for Cotto to move up to 54. A lot of people laugh and say, oh, man, he ain't really serious about Keith Thurman, Danny Garcia, or, calling out Earl Spence as he did before. And this dude might be serious. Him letting that information out is might make it seem like he's a weight bully. But like I said, if you can make the weight, it's no debate. That's what I've been saying for years. And walking around at 170, making 135, that's crucial. That's crucial. And a lot of people say, well, he couldn't knock out Broner and this and that. At the end of the day, Mikey stays busy. Stamina isn't an issue. He moved up to 140, and I don't think it was a simple fact he couldn't knock out Broner. I think he had to respect Broner's athletic ability, and he had to respect Broner's, Broner and Ho. He tried to cut the ring off on Broner and Broner move, but at the same time, he could have closed the distance and sold out and tried to get a knockout and try to stop Broner, but it was a simple fact that Broner is still fast, he still punches hard, and, any given time, he can pull a Sean Porter like he did with Sean Porter and knock you down. So, Mikey played it, safe and cruised to the decision. Now people were saying, the weight discrepancy between him and Broner was huge. This dude walks around at 170, before the Lipinets fight. That's huge. Crawford was at 177. And a lot of people already knew Crawford had long limbs. He was tall. We knew potentially that he was rehydrating after fights pretty much. And he said that's one of his career highs since he's been in the pro, walking around at 177. Probably celebrating a little bit and taking some time off after, unifying and becoming a lineal undisputed champion with Julius Ndongo. That's understandable. But a dude that started off at 26 pounds for Mikey Garcia, I believe, and then, is up to went up to 130, 135. I mean, that's two weight classes below where Crawford started off at 35, I believe. And this dude is only 7 pounds lighter than Crawford. And that's only because Crawford just, was enjoying himself. So Crawford probably walks around 165, 170 himself. And that's huge. I mean, I think that's a game changer a little bit for people looking at, him versus Earl Spence and some of the other welterweights. This dude walks around what welterweights walks around at. And that's huge. And don't forget, the link is in the description to Boxing 24 News that has the video to ES News and the live stream they did. And I put the direct link to YouTube on there so you can go right over there. But shout out to them one time for the one time. But, I mean, I know we know a lot of us was laughing. I kind of laugh when I see them call out Earl Spence a little bit, but I know what he's about. Mikey, like I said the other day, he's the Floyd Mayweather of his family. He's the protege. He grew up watching Fernando Vargas in the gym. Heard he sparred Edwin Rodriguez. He sparred Thomas DeLorme, who was a talented Dominican, just didn't have the jaw. Helped Madonna hone his skills and get ready for his next stage of his career with Robert Garcia, which was the best Madonna and one of the better fighters in the world. I think he could have been a pound for pound fighter, after the Broner fight and going into the two Mayweather fights, in my opinion. And this is the dude that helped hone a lot of people's skills that come into that gym. Josito Lopez, Brandon Rios, you name them. A lot of people, he probably fought him, out there in California. Robert Guerrero swears by him. And we thought Omar Figueroa would be kind of a weight bully with him. But, him walking around at 170 before his camp with Lipinets, this dude knows what he's talking about. And I look forward to him continue to move up in weight and dominate, And we ask fighters to take chances and take risks and move up. And that's what he's doing. Salute to him. If he is a man of his word, he moves up and fight these welterweight guys and throws a boomerang in that division. I mean, I wouldn't doubt him if he could beat any welterweight. I know people laughed about Spence, but I wouldn't doubt it, because he, walked around 170. I know who he sparred with, big punchers. He sparred with some of the best fighters of this era, and he's been groomed by better fighters from other eras as well. So, I mean, other fighters from, other eras, you know what I'm saying? But, Lomachenko, I understand why Lomachenko ain't in a rush to move up now. If this guy's walking around at 170 and making 135, that's huge. Don't mean he's going to beat Lomachenko or going to beat Earl Spence or something like that. But it's a game changer in my head. Now I'm thinking it was a complete mismatch with some of the welterweights and some of the guys at 140. Now, he's equal size when he's walking around, and his skills speak for itself. And it's, a lot of people, like he said yesterday, haven't seen this full array of skills. And I know that to be true. And he's going to be a game changer moving up in weight. But we gone. TBC.